Okay, so this is the rain cover that you would have received. So I'm going to show you how to install it. It's very easy. Get the rain cover and you get a little packet like this. Inside the packet you'll find a whole bunch of Velcro and a strap with Velcro on it. So the first thing you're going to do is put the strap to the side, put the little packet to the side, go over to your Yuba and get your cover, and you're going to put the cover on, and first of all, the front of the cover is the one that has the Velcro tabs at the front with the sticky tape, with the gaffer tape. The one at the back has Velcro tabs with no gaffer tape. It also opens up at the back. That's another way of knowing it's the back. So you want to put it the right way around. Undo the little wing nuts which are inside some gaffer tape and just screw them on. You can screw them on nice and tight. I found that the wing nuts get lost really easily, so screw them on as tight as you want. That's why I've used gaffer tape instead of just plain wing nuts, because the gaffer tape holds them in place because it's a little bit sticky, so the harder you go the better. And I've been using the gaffer tape system for about 3 months and they haven't fallen off. They used to fall off all the time. So gaffer tape, if they do fall off, they're very easy to replace, those wing nuts. They cost about a cent each. Then, once you've done that up, basically just erect it, and I usually just pop it over the seat like that to hold it, and then come over to the back. What you want to do is grab your Velcro bits. There's going to be 4 places you put Velcro. In fact, there's going to be 5 places, but 4 places to start with. The first place is going to be right here. So I've already got some there. The second place is going to be there. And those 2 places is where this is going to attach to. So once you've got it stuck on, you just attach it on, like this way around. And that will just hold on there to the Velcro. Now when you're sticking the Velcro on, it's good quality Velcro, but you have to make sure that it's stuck down nice and tight. If there's any air bubbles, it'll peel off. So I've got a thin piece there. I've given you a thick piece. You might want to cut it in half and just put a thin piece on like I have. So I think the thick piece might, it lets some air bubbles in. So maybe chop that in half and put it on. If you want to put the thick piece on, no worries. If it does start coming off, again, it's very, very cheap to replace. Do it on both sides. And so both those 2 tabs attach onto there. Just do them loose to start with because you don't know exactly where they're going to need to be. And then you come over to this side. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to attach the Velcro onto here and here. So you put the other 2 bits onto there and to there. It looks like they're about an inch off the bottom, but what you can actually do is just pull these tabs down, just have a bit of a look at where they go to, and assuming that everything's set up the same way as me, you just stick them on about that spot there, and that you can stick them on the whole thing. You don't have to cut those ones in half, just stick the whole thing on because you won't get any air bubbles in that bit. So just stick down the Velcro nice and tight and really hard so there's no air bubbles again. If you put it in the wrong place, it's pretty easy to lift off and just start again, but it's best to just do it once if you can. So once they're in the right spot, then just make sure it's all looking nice and neat and tidy. You can adjust it a little bit, make sure it's all in the right spot. I like to have this on the outside here so the rain falls out. So just push that around like that. That's your cover basically, done. You can play around a little bit with the Velcro and the straps to make it just the way that you want it. Sometimes you can make it a little bit tighter like that by wrapping that around that way. You can adjust it the way that you'd like to have it. And then the last thing is you take your strap piece, the elastic piece, and that's going to be the tie down strap. So undo the front. Push your cover back into place at the back, like this. Then, get your Velcro, stick it on somewhere around there, towards the back. Once that's stuck on there, take your elastic strap, tie it onto the other side, loosely See if it's in the right spot by just stretching it over. If it's a little bit loose, you might want to tie it on a little bit tighter. Try again, get it in the right spot, then tie it nice and hard so it doesn't come undone. And that's your strap to hold everything down. So that'll hold the whole thing down like so. If you find that that starts to loosen after a couple of months, mine loosened after a couple of months, you can just retie it a little bit tighter. Again, this costs about $2 a metre from hardware stores, so it's very easy to replace if you need to, which you shouldn't. A couple of little things to note. You can keep stuff underneath here, in this little spot here, so I keep all sorts of things stored in there. That's a little spot that's easy to carry stuff. You can still get 2 people sitting here, or 3 if you've got little kids, no worries. Another handy little thing about it is if you're going somewhere it's going to be raining, you obviously want to put this up so your seats don't get wet while it's raining, but you can also put it straight over the top of the seat, and that will actually keep your seat dry, so when you get back you'll have a nice dry bum. So that's another feature. That's about it. I can't think of anything else to tell you. So that is how do you set up the rain cover. I hope that's self-explanatory. If it's not, pop a comment down at the bottom and I'll endeavour to answer it.